Hi, brothers and sisters. This is John Casilag, and welcome to Pathways of Hope. Our gospel for today is taken from the 6th chapter of the book of Mark, verses 1 to 6, and continues from where we left off from Mark chapter 5, verses 21 to 43 last week. On one hand, we had our stories of what I described as awesome, unquestioning, and unrelenting faith in the persons of Jairus, the man from the synagogue who interceded for his sick daughter, and the woman who has been bleeding for 12 years, who had declared herself healed if she would but touch the cloak of Jesus. What a difference a chapter makes. The gospel continued from Mark 5 to Mark 6, and in today's story, Jesus is back in his hometown of Nazareth, where he was raised many decades back. Jesus, the son of Mary, and the carpenter Joseph, was more likely known by a good number of people in the place, as estimates of the population was only about 400 or so people at the time of Jesus. The gospel reads, and I quote, "When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and most of those who heard him were astonished." End of quote. The problem, brothers and sisters, with their astonishment was that it led to doubt instead of belief. The people, and I quote again, took offense at him, unquote, and questioned not only his wisdom and where it came from, but also acted in a condescending way, asking how such wisdom could come from the son of a carpenter. Instead of rooting for the home hero, his townmates, the kababayans of Jesus, decided to throw him under the bus. Instead of celebrating the presence and wisdom of a learned man, a preacher and a healer, his townmates took offense. And I wonder from what? Perhaps they were all feeling that Jesus was now much wiser than them and must have done something to them. Reflecting on these accounts, one thing stands out to me personally, which I would like to share with you. Brothers and sisters, people choose, and how they choose is dictated by what is in their hearts. Let me say that again. People choose, and how they choose is dictated by what is in their hearts. Last week, Jairus and the bleeding woman's hearts were filled with desperation and the desire to have healing for a family member themselves, and they chose to hang on to the hope of healing from Jesus. Yesterday, Thomas's heart needed proof of the living Jesus and chose only to believe when his hands have touched his scars. Today, the hearts of the people from the hometown of Jesus were judgmental, they were condescending, and as some of our young people would like to say, nega, as in negative. Their unbelief astounded even our Lord. To he who chooses to believe, no miracles are necessary. To he who chooses not to believe, no miracles will ever be enough. Jesus says it so eloquently when he addressed Thomas, who doubted the resurrection in yesterday's gospel, saying, "Because you have seen me, you have believed. But blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed." Faith, doubt, or unbelief? What is in your heart today, my dear brother or my dear sister? Let us all pray for greater grace from our Lord Jesus to have more of the good and less of the bad in our hearts, so that you and I can choose well, so that you and I can choose God. If you're blessed today, do like and share this page so that many more may hear about this great, great, great love of God. God bless you.